Your views on Christianity only seems to hinge around Roman Catholicism and
No. Me never express nothing about Christianity, you know. Me just say me no work with it. So if you want me tell you what me think about Christianity, ask me. But don't tell me say my thing surround Roman Catholicism.
Just before you actually go.
Alright, so what we asking now? What we asking?
Yes, I am. Yes, and I want to know with black people them deal with. The people them forget about Africa. And the people them forget about the love between I and I where we used to share and them thing there. And if the whole heap of killing our continue, we are going to make a change and put this thing in a Rastafari and make we lead the way and show the people them because I and I alone can do it. You understand? I and I alone can do it for.
Man, listen, you virgin.
See him, so me I say, Mutabaruka your name. And many decades we are listening to you.
Yeah.
Many decades, from with the Jamaica radio station, stop on Area FM through the eye.
Yeah, give thanks.
Enough Rasta.
Yeah.
Only pan Naya and them thing there.
And
I want to say, we are called pan Bobo, we are called pan 12 tribe, we are called pan all of the Rasta them with no love. And I head in a one direction and I say, I could teach the youth them the right way and help the youth them, the musician them.
They're not the Rasta them for a long time, man.
Stop play certain music. And play the culture, make the people them hear them roots and them thing and get used to it and stop play them under woman and call woman them black bitch and all kind of thing. Them thing they stop.
Yeah.
And black people stop support them thing the fire. You don't understand me I say dingy.
No, me understand what you say, but you listen them and listen and all the people will listen to you when you go to Jamaica. So you can't talk, you talk, man. We are getting a chance to talk, man. Because you say we cut you off a while ago.
I just show you see Muta.
Yeah.
Muta is a fireman where I and I for years.
Yeah.
And enough time we sit down as Rasta have a discussion and when Muta name come up, it's a big thing. You know, whole heap of respect.
Alright, so give thanks.
They respect you.
So you have a whole heap of Rasta there right, so where you there now?
A beer burners there, blood will burn and burn the lotion and you may tell
They will not come down there when we're done here, man. Come go and burn God for you, man.
Just alright, 1 minute from which fire you're there, no, man. 1 minute from where you're there, no fire.
They enough to come up here then, man.
No, man, we don't want just come down when you're done, man. They just come when you're done.
Alright, brethren, alright, give thanks. Yeah, man. Blessed, yeah?
A soldier come here, he just walk down with the beer fire.
I'm afraid that the soldier thing doing now.
A warrior then, man.
That worse than the soldier. Bring the soldier, don't bring the warrior, bring the soldier. Bring the soldier, don't bring the warrior.
Revolutionary soldier, Buffalo soldier, them Bob Marley not talk about them.
Yeah, but you see the Buffalo soldier now, the Buffalo soldier sell out the Native American them, you know. Why you know that, you know, in history. So we can work with Rastafari. We can work with Rastafari. We can work with Rastafari.
King Selassie.
Rastafari. Give thanks, brethren.
Yes, I see all Rasta in Europe, England, all over the world, Jamaica, St. Kitts, Barbados, America, Rasta everywhere in Africa, Congo, the whole place.
Yeah, man, blessed, yeah?
From the burners.
Yes, alright. Rastafari. Yes, cutting edge. Cutting edge.
Yeah, cutting edge.
Blessed man.
Yes, Mutabaruka.
We're there alive in Birmingham, my man.
Yeah, man. Blessed love my lad, you know.
Yeah, man, we're there.
Why me tell them both about Sister P down at Jamaica.
Yeah, no, that's go on down there.
Right, take over down now.
Yeah, that's go on down there, brethren.
Yeah, man.
I never done there when it go on, still at the day that the Birmingham, yeah.
Okay, then.
So,
okay, then.
I guess we're going to never see a new government. I don't know if the system change, but...
I hope the youth them are wise up and we know so no more politicians shooting and all them things.
No, well, you know, you see how it's going at Jamaica, PNP and GNP have that lack, you know.
Okay.
So, it's either, we have to go know, say, the system is not the person, and change the system. Because the person just follow what the system have, you understand? So we don't really work with the people them still, and the system have to change, because this political party system in Jamaica is made up of gunmen and gun people who make the youth them kill them one another. And I go like say them not do it, but them do it.
Yeah.
Them not have to fire the shot themselves, you know.
If you head a stream dirty, whole river dirty.
Yeah, man. You not have to give a man a gun to kill a man, you know.
Yeah.
But you make certain things inculcated in the man's mind and make the man do the thing. So when a man wash the man and I go like it not dirty, you know. It's well dirty. You understand? So we know that. Anyway, we hope say things look different, but if we don't have no hope and salvation for things look no different.
Okay.
Because I just a change from a woman to a man. We don't believe in that.
It will be better in the near future then.
Well,
because a lot of people say them now go back down there because of labor rights in the power, you know.
Well, you have other people say them now go back down the you say it weird. Can you have the other talk too?
True.
Some people say, boy, I'm ready to go down there now to a labor right in the power.
That's true.
Yeah. But we don't work with that because the preacher and the politician, you want to know what the preacher and the politician now. The preacher and the politician promise people good living when them alive.
Yeah.
And the preacher promise them good living when them dead.
Yeah.
So we now work with preacher and our politician because the two of them are liars. I just saw it go. Yes. So give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man. Bless and love, man.
Yeah, man.
Cutting it and carry on with the good work.
Deceiving the people continuously. And them are our church song, them, you know. Our church song this. This is the cutting edge. Yes.
Okay,
We have some good news to the people in Birmingham, you know. The people them will control the station, so them will give you 1 more hour extra. And when that hour they done, you're going to hear say, the other man I will tell you, say, well, alright, okay, I do my program today, I bet muta do it. Anyway, we have 1 hour more. So it's a 4-hour thing like cutting edge. Serious thing. Number 0121-678-6666. 0121-678-6022. We're there with you. Yes. Yeah, blessed.
Baruka.
Blessed man.
Right, Mr. Brown is here to talk to you, yeah?
Who's Mr. Brown?
Peter.
Eh?
Peter.
You see, turn on television and I can't see your face. You have to explain to me.
Right.
Yeah.
No, not a problem, not a problem. Listen to me. Me hear somebody phoning earlier, yeah? Concerning born God.
Yeah.
Which one of the God?
Any one of the God? Oh, I mean, which one? How much God them have? Any one of the God them you talk about?
You see, you have the devil and you have the creator. Yeah? So which one of them you are born?
Which one you think me about?
No, that's what you ask.
We just born God. We don't know where you want to interpret it as. We just born it. We just born it.
Yeah.
We just born it. So we don't know which one you want to interpret.
Which one you are born because many
No.
gods.
We born all of the gods them, man. All of the gods them we are born, man.
So, what? So where you put the creator now?
Which creator?
The one that make all things.
Me don't know about the God will make all things, you know. We born all creator too.
What? You're not trouble, man. You're not problem.
Yeah, true. Haile Selassie we are work with you right now still.
No, sir. Selassie did long time, man.
Yeah, well that's how it go. So what you say? That you call me for?
Yeah, that is all about.
So wait now. So me ask you a question now. If wait no, me ask you a question. If I say Haile Selassie and you say him dead, what the difference that make to you and me now?
No, because when you say born God, because Jesus is dead. Jesus is alive and
Jesus not dead.
No, man.
Where Jesus there? Where Jesus there?
Jesus live in my heart.
Well, I start to live in my heart. How that sound to you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your God that.
Oh, then, me ask you how that. Me never say a God. Me say I start to live in my heart. How that sound to you?
Well, you have to know which God you believe in.
No, me not talk about no God. Me say I start to live in my heart. It's like when you say Jesus live in your heart.
Yeah.
And me, I'll tell you now, say I start to live in my heart. So me ask you how that sound.
Well, that's your decision at the end of the day.
All right. So well, I don't know nothing then. Yeah. So Jesus Christ a God.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right.
Respect, man. Yeah.
Yeah, blessed. Yeah. You still come clear for Birmingham, come get. I don't know. We work with it said way. We work that thing, you know, is that God is a concept in a man's mind, you know. And even though a man try to make it out there, when you really get the reason, just like the Virgin that said, Jesus Christ in my heart. And so much things in your heart, you're supposed to have a heart attack. You know, I mean, a blood that pump your heart, and man I say, Jesus in my heart. We don't know man I will live in your heart. Anyway, it's a metaphorical language that most people use to decide and define their God still, that your God is in their heart. We are declare, say, the God is a concept where man declare continuously. It is void of reality. And when I tell you about God is this and God is that, how him know these things? It's a belief. It's a faith him have. And we say now, faith is really something where you don't question still. Because we don't question give you faith, you know. But geographically, if a man tell me which part Jesus Christ there, we go up there go deal with him and work with him still. But we don't work with the Jesus thing, you know. We tell a man up front, in a Birmingham, in a Jamaica, we don't work with the Jesus thing. You understand? Because metaphorically, Jesus carry come on slave ship. A slave ship named Jesus. The first slave ship will bring black people in the Caribbean named Jesus. Secondly, there was no Jesus when lived 2,000 years ago. Because this name, when man I tell you the only name that man can receive is Jesus. This is like 500 years old. This name Jesus is only 500 years old, you know. And we can show you how we come to that understanding. If you want to go through all of the whole process of the word and the etymological origin of the word and all these long words where we can use, where I say these names and titles have no significance to I and I also right now. You see, because it just keep you in oppression and depression and just live in illusion and delusion. You see, so it go.
So don't you where you come from?
Yes, blessed.
Blessed Muta.
Ah, blessed man.
Brother Otep again. Give thanks again.
Alright, how you do?
I don't know, I listen to the program still, and it's like me, a little brethren call a while ago and I say about Jesus.
No, make we not work. No, you know, make we not turn the program in that. We don't want to turn the program, we know what happened, you know. Every man will start calling me now about Jesus. Jesus live in him heart. So if you want to know about Jesus, just find a brethren there and go in him heart.
But we have to know some more that the same religion thing or the same thing with them use for enslave with spiritually.
They you know, see that the world is in turmoil now because of these religions.
I'm going to tell this brother you say, boy, you hear me, if him still a listen. Get a pen and paper and get your dictionary. If you have a dictionary, go up on Google and search the meaning of this word. It is hegemony. Hedgmony.
Yes.
Look up hegemony and see what it means.
Yes.
And stop come tell you about this Jesus.
I just money with I just money. And that it mean. Jesus have money. It just work with money business. Yes, I know, man.
Give a sound to my people them again who need to know say boy you hear me. Anywhere we're born, we're all African.
That the man saying that music a while ago.
And Marcus Garvey tell we say we need to organize and centralize.
Haile Selassie said that.
Alright then.
Yeah, Haile Selassie say organize and centralize. Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
It come from one of our great prophet them.
Yes.
And we need to know say we have to look towards Africa.
Of course.
Look towards Africa. The man them will left Jamaica and come over here in England, them don't realize say boy you hear me. Is a road with that one, you know.
Yes.
We have to come to England because you can't get a direct flight from Jamaica for go Africa, you know.
But it come like say that dead end road when you reach us, so God, the man stop right there, so I don't go nowhere else, and that I realize. When some, you have some of my brethren who left and go Ethiopia and go South Africa and them things, so we have to give to. You know, so we are going to Ethiopia Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah, man, we are left go Ethiopia Sunday, man.
Highly blessed, highly blessed.
By the time the program you reach Jamaica, we're supposed to in Ethiopia.
Alright, there's nothing wrong with that. At the same process.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Give thanks to the
yeah, man.
A long time you tell us, say, boy, you hear me. Pork there in a bubble gum and all them things there, you know. Poor fat. The truth about pork, you know.
Yes, yes.
People about all this trichnosis and all these other
I will come to England now, come here, the scientists them declare that the additives in these foods that the children are having is have a psychological effect, make them hyper. It make them hyper when them eat all these sugar thing and all these little things where in the thing them, when them the carbon benzonate and all these whole heap of name. You see, anytime you buy something and you look on it mark ingredients, if you call the name, no buy it, no eat it, man, and no drink it. That's just simple.
Method still in the motor. If I something with them making a lab when I eat, you know.
Yes.
All these EE things, because you can't go on tree go pick a E.
And you can't go on tree and pick no fish neither. So I'm gonna tell you about him a vegetarian and him eat fish. I'm mad. Anyway, give thanks, brethren.
Just one more thing more.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you ever hear about a brother African from Honduras named Dr. Sebe.
Dr. Sebe?
Yeah.
No.
Alright.
Why you mention him?
Well, he's a man who deal with nutrition.
Oh yeah. Me see a DVD with him.
Alright.
Me see a DVD with him. Yes. Me remember though.
Yes.
Yeah, but they are Canada then I see a DVD with him. Yeah, man, if he nice, you know. If don't ramp, you know.
All those people that go to a radio and a listen again.
Yeah.
Is our next message this again?
Yeah.
Rice has been killing us off for the longest time.
Rice?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Rice
China people food.
Yeah, man. Rice even bigger than that. Rice has something they're making a lab, a hybrid.
Yeah, China people eat rice because them not have a big belly like we. So they want a big belly so they eat rice. But we don't have the big belly already. We don't eat feed the boy rice. Too much carbon. That's it. Too much carbohydrate, Rasta.
Naturally.
Yeah.
A suitable replacement is a grain named quinoa.
Yeah.
we grew in Central America.
Alright.
Agreeing when him Kinowa. So we people them who can go in Asda and Tesco and go look for them things there because we need to stop eat rice and anything white no good for it.
That's true. Give thanks, Bridget.
Come right down. White sugar, white milk, white rice,
cocaine,
white salt.
yes.
Not at all when you're white not supposed to go to you get what I mean?
White ladies. I mean cocaine. Them call cocaine in America white lady.
You hear that?
And them call ganja Mary Jane in Mexico. Marijuana.
Can you imagine it?
You can't believe that. That's so racist.
Yeah, man.
You know, for call cocaine white lady and ganja marijuana, it's very racist, I must say.
Naturally.
Yeah, but we don't work with none of them still, but we just I tell you. Anyway, give thanks, Bridget.
Give thanks.
How is it? Yes, cutting edge. Cutting edge. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Muta.
Yes, sir.
Me say 11th of September, New Year's at Ethiopia, you know.
Yeah, man. Then the new millennium will start.
Yeah, man. 2000.
2000.
I want to follow down them side, you know. I've never been there on them.
Then why not? Then England, watch it easier for reach Ethiopia from England and Jamaica, you know. You have non-stop flight. We are going right now.
Yeah, man.
So why you not go? So why you not go?
Yeah, them not for forward there.
When you left?
More like a 9th.
The 9th.
And land in Addis Ababa.
The 10th.
Yeah.
Then at the same time me I go to. I Saturday me I left here, you know. Me I go Sunday, which is the 9th.
Yeah.
Because it's the 11th, it's the New Year's Day, but we want there when New Year's Eve.
Alright.
You know, we want there on the New Year's Eve. Give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man, but what on the motor?
Me I hold on
everything. Big up some youth from down from Jamaica and
alright.
Mount Rasta youth them and faith spend youth them.
Why you want to see Mount Rasta Road now with paved nice, you see, man?
Yeah, more big up the youth them from Woodtree, St. Mary, Rockabessa, same way, Galley in my place.
Yeah.
You understand me? Linstead, Bago, Ox, so same way.
Where your name?
A Tifa na Chigalen Seeker Watch, man.
Where your name, Tifa? Where your
Tifa na Chigalen Seeker Watch.
Tikonach.
Yeah, Gallem Seeker Watch.
Okay.
And we run North St. Catherine, go back in at them side, you get me?
So your party win?
Then you don't know, no man, we are socialists, man. But
yeah, socialist. But no socialist not there. No socialist not there. Jamaica again, you know.
Yeah.
A PNP, a JLP around the country. Alright, sir. Alright, sir. Yeah. Blessed man. Give thanks. Here, brethren.
Yeah, bless up.
Yes.
Yeah, greetings, brethren.
Yeah, blessed man.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ethiopian Orthodox.
Alright.
See?
Yes.
I just come from Ethiopia still.
Where did I come from, Howard?
I come from Bana St. Thomas still.
No, when did I come from Ethiopia?
About 3 weeks ago.
And you not down there for the celebration?
No, I'm there for work, yes.
Okay,
so,
okay.
You know, I have a house out down there, so I have to sort out something.
Down at Shasha?
Yeah.
Alright.
But you hear me I say no.
Where did I name? Come here, go down there, you know.
Selassie.
Eh?
For Selassie.
For alright.
Alright, me I say no. Haile Selassie, talk about Jesus.
Yeah, man.
When we go down there, so me say everywhere me go.
Yes, of Christos.
It's church, me see Orthodox church.
Yeah, man. Yes, of Christos.
Go down there, and me see the idol down there 92.
Yeah.
On the King celebration, the 100th birthday, me see the down there. So you and Green and
yeah, man. Tony Rebel and Andrea Williams.
So the I know me, I said, oh. So me I said no. This Jesus now, me and the King talk about him all the while. When we go into the Orthodox church, I dat them the face.
Yes, of Christos.
So I understand. Oh, yeah, tell the people, say, you know, really deal with Jesus, yet you love the King.
Yeah.
Is that me do understand?
Well,
the King is a lover. Him say, I am a devoted follower and servant.
Yeah, but, give me a chance now.
Yeah.
Me say in a Haile Selassie something. So Haile Selassie faith is impersonal thing. So why I said to you now, you see? That is not because Haile Selassie believe in Jesus. Why I did I say Haile Selassie?
Okay.
It is a redemptive energy that was portrayed by Marcus Garvey and Bedward, not Bedward, and Owell. Why I and I declare Haile Selassie. So it is really an event that start Rasta. It's not where Haile Selassie believe in her. Because I and I through the connection of Jamaica and being domiciled in Jamaica, we come up with a movement named Rastafari. And the Rastafari movement is not based upon where Haile Selassie believe in her, but where I and I recognize inner Haile Selassie and develop through our domicile position in a Jamaica.
But don't Jamaica, they tell me something.
Yeah. No, wait now. I'm going to get something clear now. Haile Selassie is a Christian.
Truly.
I know have to be a Christian too.
Huh?
I know have to be a Christian through Haile Selassie is a Christian.
What you mean?
No, because... But Haile Selassie no
I think
lax.
that was Rasta.
But Haile Selassie no... Wait.
Me believe that that's what was Rasta was about. Say, man follow the king.
No, wait, no.
The king ain't no follow the king.
But wait, the Haile Selassie lax? Haile Selassie no lax, brethren.
But wait, no. Lax as you, but it's still.
No, wait, no, man. Can we go through this in Jamaica? We don't really want to compare with it. When me say, Haile Selassie don't lax.
Truly.
Haile Selassie don't smoke herbs.
Truly.
I don't even know if Haile Selassie high tal. So what me I say to you now, within I and I perception of Rastafari, it is not what Haile Selassie believe in that brought us to Haile Selassie. I don't. If I love Vietnam, if I love Haile Selassie, I don't have to believe in what Haile Selassie believe in her.
Okay.
If my mother a Christian, it that no mean say true I no Christian, I don't love my mother. And I know respect my mother and I know understand my mother position. It's a religion, is a religion.
Yeah.
I develop and create a religion in Haile Selassie, not in where Haile Selassie believe in her.
Yo, from
it is not where Haile Selassie.
Sorry for cut you.
Yeah.
From helicopter boy, me and man I say Selassie is God. Cool?
Yeah, well I we don't work with God right now, you know. Because Bingy.
You hear that, though?
From Ayagua Bingy.
You hear that, don't you?
Yeah, but we evolve from God now. We evolve.
Then alright, tell me something again. Then Sizzler them and all of them out there today. Right now. Don't them say him is the Almighty, not true?
Then Haile Selassie not the Almighty, man.
Right, so
we're not
the Almighty.
Yeah.
Isn't it our duty as a Rasta to follow what him say as the Almighty?
But you know, hear what me I say? I never come to Haile Selassie based upon where Haile Selassie did say.
So you not deal with him speech them and them thing there?
I never say I'm not dealing with him speech.
So where you deal with
you see a man only follow Haile Selassie's speech to the point of Haile Selassie's speech, you know. Because there's a whole heap of things where I hear a whole heap of Rasta man say Haile Selassie said this. But when him look on other things where Haile Selassie say him not really work with it. I have said to you that Rastafari never come to Haile Selassie because of what Haile Selassie said. Rastafari come to Haile Selassie because of Leonard Owil declaring said this man is our Redeemer. So we are work with the Redeemer now. Now we come to another understanding now. True religion and this and that now. We hear the things, a whole heap of things where Haile Selassie say. So a whole heap of man work with a whole heap of the things them where Haile Selassie say. No, I not tell a man not to work with what Haile Selassie say, no, but I say I don't have to be a Christian because Haile Selassie is a Christian, because it is not Haile Selassie religion that I am working with. I am working with the understanding that I gather in Jamaica through the perception that I have about Haile Selassie.
Okay. So it's just a perception you deal with it.
Then a perception, everything is perception, brethren.
Okay.
Haile Selassie never come to I personally come tell I nothing. Then Haile Selassie come to you, come tell you something personally. Haile Selassie come to you, come tell you something personally.
No, man, but we read him speech.
Yeah, but it's everything where him saying that speech you agree with.
Come to me, but when we read him speech, we get the understanding of where I deal with. So it's like him there with
but me don't know where I deal. Them Regin, me read him speech them to you know. Yeah, man, I read the autobiography volume 1 and 2. I read the selected speeches. I read the
most important authorities are them one there.
I'm read that. I said to you now. That is not what make me a Rasta. Because if you go to Ethiopia, the Christian them don't declare Haile Selassie.
Hold on, we just want to find out something from you. So you don't really follow nothing. It's just a perception you're there with.
No,
not really where him deal with.
Listen, hear what I say now, man.
You understand what you say?
Where him deal with, but Haile Selassie.
As him liberty and everything, how him say Rasta.
Alright, me ask you a question. Haile Selassie is a Rasta? Haile Selassie is a Rastafari. No, me ask if don't tell me if my name Rastafari, man. Haile Selassie me ask, but me say if Haile Selassie is a Rasta, that's how we say Rastafari.
But me I say,
in other words,
that's how the name come Rasta.
You ever hear Haile Selassie declare Rastafari as the Almighty?
No, me never said that.
Yeah, well I declare that. That is the difference between I and you now, because I declare.
Oh, so you are saying things we never say.
But if Haile Selassie not say Haile Selassie is the Almighty, I say Haile Selassie is the Almighty, you know Haile Selassie I say that.
Okay,
Then if I say Haile Selassie, you ever go to Ethiopia, go hear anybody in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church? So I say that.
So it's just the I said that out of your own conception then.
So you now say that?
No, me I say to you now.
You now say Haile Selassie the Almighty.
No man, because
all right, so they're not different. They're not different. They're different. The difference between me and you know.
If him say something, all me if say, him say something when he never say so. We can't do that.
Because me never say.
I tell upon the man, and we can't do that.
Yeah, so me I tell you say Haile Selassie no say Haile Selassie the Almighty, and me I say that.
Yeah, so me I say to you, say you say that off of your own about them.
No, Rasta man say that. Rasta in a Jamaica say that.
Man, I say that off of your own about them.
Yeah.
Rasta to you, so me I say Rasta. You know,
no, but
me say from me a youth.
Yeah.
Man say, he's Almighty.
So me ask you a question.
Me ask Rasta say so. He must say that off of your own about them.
Yeah, man. Then we create that, man. And we create that in a Haile Selassie.
But the king never says so, though.
Then him not have to say it. I say.
You can't say that. Then if the king not says so, me can't say so. Then really.
Okay, so you know say Haile Selassie like how Rasta see him then.
Well. You know me I say to you. If the king says to me, hold on, let me just done.
If God say, my God, watch it, you know. Yeah.
He is a servant and follower of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
But if you want to do that, then you don't go and follow Jesus then. Follow Jesus then.
Yeah, but me I say to you, hold on again. Listen to me good enough. Me say, if the king say that him is a devoted follower and servant of Christ.
Yeah, then you know. What you for say?
Yeah, more than follow that, not you.
No.
Why?
No, you're not for follow it.
Why?
Because that is what serve him.
Okay.
That is what serve him. In a film religion.
What do you mean down Jamaica then? Because we're going to go through the people. More have to ask you something again.
Wait, them say, wait.
Only for Orthodox Church. How come them done this so? Whatever do done this so? Now the king said that from 66.
The Orthodox Church? The Orthodox Church, no declare Haile Selassie. The Orthodox Church don't like when Rasta come in there with them locks to baptize them. You have to cut off your locks to go baptize in the Orthodox Church. We can't work with that.
No man, them not see nothing down the man.
Brethren, listen to what me say now. Listen to what me say now, man. You see the man who control the Ethiopian Orthodox Church in Jamaica? Him now go baptize you with your locks on. Me I tell you say, you have laxman in the church, you know. But me I tell you say, them not baptize Rasta laxman in the church again. And me I tell you say, you can't go in the church but declare Emperor Haile Selassie I as the Almighty. You can't do that in the church.
Yeah, but you can't go to Ethiopia and do that.
Then that's why I mentioned so crazy.
You go to Ethiopia, I know you go there already, but we say you can't go to Ethiopia. You know, you can't tell the people.
Me stand up in a Lalibela church. Me stand up in a Lalibela church, me and Tony Rebel and Newton Green and say, Emperor Haile Selassie is the Almighty. What them for say? What them for say? Let me what them say.
Oh, them never.
The man bring some white Mary come show away. And we ask him say, we ask the monk say, tell me something. Why not bring this white Mary come show her for? We burn my white Mary, you know the man do. The man go up. You know why you story? Lalibela, me a talk about.
Lalibela brethren, Lalibela be baptized you, so no one talk to you now.
And me a tell you say, them have a big.
As you go up on the grade.
Them have a big. Them have a big picture. Me a talk about na the mountain. Where them say I has to go pray. Me say the man have a white Jesus. White Mary, a picture of white Mary, a big picture of white Mary in the soul. And when we
church there, you know the big cross.
No, it no matter which cross or wrong church. I say.
Now ask if it's this man.
It's one of the brethren. It's about 11 church up there.
Okay.
And me I tell you say the one we going to know when we see this thing. The man have this big picture of this white Mary. And when we go in there, I say, oh, we come clear of Ethiopia. Come see these great. In this highest mountain, come see White Mary. We burn out that, you know the man do? The man go behind the red curtain and bring out an Ethiopian image of Mary. So we say, so how that go? Me don't understand that. Oh, come on and show this White Mary and have the image, the Ethiopian image around there. So it was really a problem. So we have said, no, we go in Ethiopia, go see the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, have white Jesus paint up on them wall. And we burn out that. And just simple that. So I mean know the Ethiopian Orthodox Church in Jamaica, them no accept when Rasta come in there, so come say Emperor Haile Selassie is the Almighty. Them afraid of that. And that's how Rasta say, and that's how we uphold. So whether Haile Selassie was say Haile Selassie the Almighty, and as a matter of fact, you know what me say, if God say my God, watch it, you know. You have to get suspicious of him. If God come tell you say my God, we get suspicious. Anyway, we have to move them, so we'll take time. This is the continent on IRFM, yes. on 98.7 FM New Style Radio, yes.
It's number one for African culture and Afro edutainment.
Right, I'm going to need no candlelight, no night in Zion. We want to give away 3 pairs of ticket, or 1 pair of ticket, to go and see Sankofa on the 18th, which is 2 weeks time. Yes, the 18th of September, sorry, at the drum. Sankofa will be shown at the drum on the 18th of September 2007. So we're going to ask question and all these things. Alright, we're going to ask a question now. Who is the star of Sankofa? This question is not up to Jamaicans in Jamaica. Anybody who up here will say, you just call the radio station. I get a pair of ticket to go and see Sankofa on the 18th. Okay, the phone line them are ring off and thing. Yes, yes. Turn on that radio. Yes.
Yes, the radio turn now.
Yes.
I'd like to say greetings, Muta. How you doing, alright?
Yes, blessed man.
I'm one of the presenters on the New Style Radio.
Oh, yeah, okay, blessed man.
Blessed. Now, basically, right, there's a few points, obviously, I want to clarify certain things with yourself regarding your concept of Christianity, because somehow your views on Christianity only seems to hinge around Roman Catholicism. And
No. Me never express nothing about Christianity, you know. Me just say me no work with it. So if you want me tell you what me think about Christianity, ask me. But don't tell me say my thing surround Roman Catholicism.
Just before you actually go into it, I believe when you had that telephone conversation with Ancobia, the other day, and you started to stress your views regarding Christianity. That's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
If you and plus over the years, hear your views from the cutting edge regarding Christianity.
Okay.
But tend to lean on Roman Catholicism and the Church of England. You tend to be selective when it comes to born again Christian.
Let me ask you, let me tell you something. Which part Anglicanism come from?
Blue eyes. So hold on, let me make my point clear. So, when you're going to counteract on what I'm going to say,
okay.
at least you know where I'm
coming from. Yeah.
All right, sir. So basically, what I'm trying to say, over the years I've listened to you, you're always referring to the concept of Christianity, blonde hair, blue eyes, the Bible in one hand, the gun in the other hand. You tend to refer to Christianity through the eyes of Roman Catholicism, the Church of England, and then somehow it's like a broken record. You don't come away from that. You miss out clearly the basic principles of Christianity. In my mind, I'm saying you need to recheck your theology. If not, go and study it. I'm not trying to personalize.
All right. You can. Let me say something now. What is the basic tenets of Christianity?
The basic tenets of Christianity is through Jesus Christ. No man can go through the Father, the Creator, except through Jesus Christ. And then you have to be born again.
All right.
Leaving your heart unto salvation and confession.
All right.
Basic
tenets of Christianity. Where that concept come from?
That concept come from the Bible.
I know the Bible come from. Which part of the concept from the Bible come from? Where it come from? How did it come to that? How did it reach that?
Jesus. The concept of anything to do with Christianity come from Jesus.
No, man. Jesus Christ never tell you there's no other name that man should be saved but Jesus. Paul said them thing there. No, it's John said that. No, it's John saying it.
No. You fail to realize, right?
Yeah.
You fail to realize. If you look at the scribes of the Bible, right? Some of them read directly from the mouth of Jesus.
No, but I am saying to you, the parts of the Bible that Jesus taught is in red continuously. And I am saying to you that the idea that no man can be saved but through the name of Jesus Christ is not Jesus said that in the Bible.
Jesus did say that.
Which part of the Bible Jesus said? Tell me.
Okay, St. John 14:16.
Read it.
Says, I am the truth and the life. No man cometh unto the
Father but through me. You can be
saved but through him.
All right, listen to me. The name Jesus.
Yes.
What was the name of this man that you talk about? What was his name?
Okay.
When he was on the earth?
Christus, Yeshua.
No.
You want the Hebrew or you want the Greek?
No, but it can't be a Greek name. No, listen to me now. The word Jesus has nothing to do with an historical person. The etymological origin of the word Jesus comes from something totally different from what you are talking about. Alright, the next thing is that when you talk, don't answer me, make a talk. When you talk about the Roman Catholicism of my understanding of Christianity, there's no other understanding of Christianity but through Rome, because Rome is the one that gave you the doctrine and the tenets of what Jesus is supposed to be, based upon a bishop's sitting down with a man named Constantine in a council that declare and decide what is the tenets, what is the understanding that's supposed to be gathered from this concept of Jesus. You don't believe me? Go back and read the history.
No. Muta, you didn't ask me if I believe you. Don't say I don't believe you. Let me show you something.
So the idea about I say about Roman Catholicism, Christianity is Roman Catholicism.
Okay, let me show you something, Muta. I'm glad you brought that point up. Let's go further. 325 AD, that's the council you're talking about.
There was no man in 325 named Jesus. There was no man named Jesus 325 AD.
Sir, can I speak? Muta, can I speak?
There was no man that named Jesus 35 AD. So what was the name that these men used?
I'm going to give it to you if you can allow me to give you the answer. We go back to the council, what you just said. Council of Nicaea, right, which is 325 AD. The Council of Nicaea came together. It was basically a sham. Constantine was never a Christian. Number two, right? That was after Roman Catholicism, right, actually took Christians and basically tortured them over the years. They weren't even allowed to go into Jerusalem, never mind the Jews.
Brethren,
So if you're looking at
the idea of Jesus and the concepts around Jesus, it's based upon a Greco-Roman mythology that have its origin in Egyptology, and the understanding that Egypt gave in its mythology about Horus, Isis, and Osiris. All of this concept of Jesus come out of those concepts. No, I am saying to you, there was no Christianity outside of Rome. The people then in Jerusalem never named Christian.
Let me show you something.
There was no Christian in Jerusalem.
Okay, once you speak, if you allow me to...
Yeah, but it's a two-way I've been on a long time and they tell me say...
That's fine. Let me show you something, right? Christianity was first named Christians at Antioch. Do you know about that?
Which part Antioch there?
Do you know what Antioch
is? No, you tell me where Antioch is, tell me.
Okay, Antioch, right, is where Paul on a mission.
Where it is now, tell me which...
We're in Rome, innit?
Oh, alright, where there? Tell the people there. Tell me where there?
But it wasn't...
No, we're not telling me which...
Christians that named themselves that.
Tell me which part you said the first time Christian mentioned, which part did they?
Antioch.
Which part Antioch there?
Antioch is in Rome, but that doesn't mean to say...
Paul was what? Paul was a Roman what?
Paul was a Roman citizen.
Okay, Paul was a Roman citizen.
Became a Roman citizen.
Alright, the concept of Jesus Christ was decided by a group of bishops sitting down on a table, holding up them hand and voting, by a man named Constantine, who was not even a Christian, who boiled all them cousin them, and the concepts that we now continue, but there's no other name that man shall be saved. The man them named Matthew, Mark, Luke and John never know Jesus. They never know no man named Jesus.
You've got that theology wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a
Matthew, Mark, Luke and John.
Gap in your theology. There's a massive gap.
What is the gap?
The gap is, let me show you something, right? It was the Romans that actually put Jesus Christ to the cross. Am I right?
No, it was not the Romans.
You need to check it.
The Romans, we are brethren. No, brethren. We are not. The Romans.
Roman Catholicism, it was Romans that put Jesus Christ to the cross.
Yeah, but that is the man that put Jesus Christ to the cross, according to you, is the priest them and the scribes them when they live in Jerusalem at the time, when they clear say this man is going.
Muta, let's give proper names to them, right? The Sanhedrin Council, which consists of 70 plus one the high priest, right? Yes. Which was Caiaphas at the time, who was reigning at the time, right? They gathered council together to say, all right, we're going to put him to the cross.
Put who to the cross? Put who to the cross? There was no Jesus in no cross.
Emmanuel.
Jesus, him never named no Emmanuel. Him never named no Emmanuel, brother. The man who Yahshua Ben Yosef. That is what the man named. There's no
Yahshua.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John never know nobody name Yahshua. They never born. There was no Mark. These people is reporters. Them never know the man. You have any evidence to know that the man didn't know the man?
Muta, yes.
Wait,
the
who know?
Bible declares it. The Bible declares.
Bible declare what?
You need to check it.
Bible declare what? What the Bible declare?
The Bible declares.
You can't use a book to validate a book. No, you can't use the same book to validate the same book, man. That don't have no logic.
In order that we can have rationale here, you speak what you want to speak, and then let me.
No, but we have to go. We have to go because them are shaking their head and I say we have to go because other caller upon the line.
Well, let me make a statement before we go. Then if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, move.
Short statement.
Respect you as a person.
Yeah.
But one thing I would like to say, you need to be clear on your history. But somewhere along the line, you're being very evasive at your history. You black out that the Romans.
No, white out. No black out, white out.
The Romans actually put Jesus Christ to the cross at the consent of the Sanhedrin Council. Okay.
The Romans did not find him guilty. The Romans is not the person who find him guilty. The Romans just use a way of killing him that was conducive to what them used to do. Them used to put everybody on cross.
The Romans,
if it was in
put a person to death if they never find him guilty.
No, them never find. Go back and read the Bible, man. Them never find him guilty, man. The man who said, "I find no fault in this man. Take him and do whatever you want him to do with him." And the people in Bible crucify him. It's not no Romans called to crucify him. It's the same people them that follow him to crucify him.
Contradicting your own.
Yes. Anyway, give thanks, Bridget. Give thanks. Oh, it belongs to this radio station. They don't belong to the radio station that take up the whole of the program. And it belongs to the radio station. If the people who know belong to the radio station at the time, yes, Christian.
Yes, Muta.
Yes.
Yes, it's that we ring up for, just to even say it's glad your presence is there, and it's good to know that we can reason as well.
Yeah, man.
And one thing for sure is that when a man is saying something, we are always on this thing where you have to tell a man saying can't say nothing. You must can say what you want to say.
Yeah.
And people can listen and form another opinion because any other opinion we hear it from time, right?
Yeah.
Your opinion is new.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And you bring it to us, and enough of us who say we can talk would like to be in your position that you have your heart to go up there and do it.
Yeah.
And me sit down and say we must come up and at least share. You get me as it, we can find some strength from you as well. And it's not like say we are ring up and join our side with nobody because we expect everybody to talk. Right?
Yeah.
But we are say well, we are here from people and they're trying to justify it. It's a whole thing. You get me?
Yeah.
We're hearing it from time, and we parents is bringing us from time, and we respect with parents. Even when I go to Jamaica, you vex if you don't go to church, you go to church. I know big deal is not say he's a Christian and you're going to call yourself anything.
Yeah.
If anything, you're going to call yourself is a human, or if you want to call yourself a mankind, you call yourself a mankind. You get me? But you're going to call yourself anything. You respect that life is life, and you pick up that.
Yes.
You're not boastful for anything else.
Yeah.
We understand. So the mind gets changed up a lot, and is a one delicate, important thing. And it's not for us to open up with mind. At least try what my mind. But do we know ourselves still?
Yeah, man.
But I'm glad you open your mouth and say things, black man.
Give thanks, Richard. Well, we have to open my mouth,
man. You're there and you see people listening. Some people get something from it and can move.
Some people get all nervous now too. Some people get all nervous too.
Well, people want to jump on people every time they have to talk. You know, we have to that, man. We have to stop them things.
Yeah, that's true.
We know that.
Yeah, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah, give thanks.
Yeah, man. You know, the thing with the Bridget when was called before, and I must say, me have a one-sided way for look on Christianity. I don't know if he must say, he is a Christian and me is not a Christian, therefore me I look on it like me not a Christian. Because me can't say he might look like a Christian, but the reality is the reality, the facts is the facts. I'm going to put on the facts, so I will say this thing in a Jamaica a while, and maybe we'll put people up here so they will say it. Alright. You see, this conference, when me and the Bridget talk about a while ago, named the Conference of Nicaea, where Constantine did watch over. Before this conference, the supernatural nature of this man, when the Christian called Jesus, was not in focus. This idea about 3 in 1 and 1 in 3, and if him is divine, because he's a human being, or if it's when him get baptized, him become God or what divine and them thing there. This is not something that was perpetuated in Jerusalem, because there was many people walking around in Jerusalem that was seen as saviors And these people wanted to get out of the grips of the Roman Empire, just like how them get out of the grips of the Greek Empire. But the Romans and Greek, the culture, just like how now we have an Americanization of our culture, the Roman and the Greeks had the culture lock in Jerusalem. So that the belief system came out of the Greco-Roman understanding. And where we get the Greco-Roman understanding from? It come from the place them say named Kemet or Egypt. This idea about the sun and the 3 in 1, 1 in 3, 25th December. Every god where people mention. Hare Krishna was born on the 25th of December according to Hare Krishna. Buddha was born on the 25th of December. Zoroaster was born on the 25th of December. So all of them was born on the 25th of December. What we are saying is this. When a Christian tell you say, there's no other name that can save you but Jesus, what the hell am saying? What the hell am saying? Because I say it's not the Bible, it's not the Bible. How can you use a book for validate the same book? You can't use the same book for validate the same book. What we are saying is that Matthew, as a matter of fact, according to the scholars, Mark was the first gospel that was written. And Matthew copy of him. There was no man who write Matthew who did not follow Christ, because that thing was written about 100 years after the event. Some people say 70 years after the event. Paul, who was supposed to be a Jew, who became a Roman citizen. Why would a Jew want to become a Roman citizen? And then now spread this belief of Christianity. The idea of the Messiah, the idea of this Christ started in Egypt and spread outside of Egypt. And when the man talk about Antioch in a Rome, we are saying that this is where the crux of the matter lies. That the basic tenets of Christianity is simply embedded in Roman Catholicism. So whether it's one side, two side, I don't care if it's one side, two side, no, because the first established church or empire that addressed Christianity was Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the first Christian empire. But we say to you that even within the Christian empire that was declared, the Romans did have Christianity lock. That is why nowadays when people can't escape it, the Anglican Church is Henry VIII who killed 7 and wife them, start the Anglican Church. The Anglican Church now become Church of England. It's because a lot of people was breaking away from the papacy in Rome. Just like Martin Luther, the German, Martin Luther break away from the Roman Catholic Church and start Protestants. When we start about number 666, number 666 was first declared by Martin Luther. This is the man who gave us the Protestant Church. Henry VIII, the murderer, is him give way the Anglican Church. And all of them was coming from the Roman Catholic idea, placed there by this man named Constantine and by the bishops. It don't have nothing to do with no man live 2000 dead, about man dead and raised from dead and virgin birth and all these things. It's not all of the people them in the Bible mention no virgin birth. And there's a thing in Matthew. Matthew show you the genealogy of this man and then declare Joseph as the father. But yet till we hear said Joseph wasn't the father. He's a ghost. Have sex with Mary, or when put the spirit in her and she pregnant. Yet till in Luke 3, it shows you the genealogy of Mary. And them have different grandfathers. I lay down any man want to go for the Bible. Check Matthew 1 and Luke 3. And see if you don't see a total different genealogy for this man where they call Jesus. There's so much contradictions in that. A man really believes a man feed 5,000 people with 3 fish and 4 barley loaves and have 12 baskets of fish and bread left after. In reality, a man really believes this thing, say this thing really happened. Would I love that man if I go to Africa? Because the whole of we are suffering from Africa now, we need some man who have no fish and bread down there. Anyway, this is the continent. Yes.
Greetings, my elder brother Muta.
Yeah, blessed man.
Greetings, yes. I was hearing the conversation about the religious aspect of our existence. Yeah, and I like to say there's much confusion in our community.
Pure confusion, only not this year. So everywhere where black people find themselves.
That's right.
Pure confusion.
That's right. And so it's important that we even go back to basics and understand what religion is in the first place.
Yes.
And what it does for a people or works against the people.
Or what it was supposed to do for our people.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
And certainly we have been imposed upon with religion in many, many different ways to our detriment. But I would like to suggest that brothers and sisters in the community would like to learn more about religion, what it is and its historical context in the factual evidence of what our experience is. That they make a visit down to the Yemanja bookshop in Perry Bar on Sunday at 12 noon, where our tutor Robin Walker, the author of the book When We Ruled,
yes, I'm going to do it down to Jamaica.
And he's conducting 3 sessions that breaks down the historical context of what religion means for our people.
Yes. You know, my contention is this, All right, the Bible, there, Bible can't do nobody nothing, It's paper, Bible there. How can so much millions of people read one book and come up with so much different interpretation? What kind of book is this? Why is this book not bringing people together? Why is it making people go apart?
Well, in European culture, in fact, if we look at one of the definitions that one of our elder scholars, our warrior scholar, Dr. Yosef Benjamin gives us, he says that religion is nothing more than the deification of a people's culture.
Okay.
Yeah,
man.
So it empowers those people in whose
the power lies. Yes.
Yeah.
The power lies in you. You get that power. Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. Now, in European culture, there's a fundamental concept of divide and rule.
Yes.
So if they produce a works that give you the guide by which you should govern your life, then the result is that you're subject to that same divide and rule.
Yes. And you know who have the power decide the minds of the people. Yes. The minds of the people, the most destructive weapons in the hand of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed.
Absolutely true.
You know, see, and that is really what we say, because if people for generation and generation believe in this thing, and when we look at the collectiveness of the thing not working, we see more, alright, we deal with presidents, there's more wars that have been fought because of religion than peace that has been made because of religion. More wars has been fought. So, if there's more wars because of these religious ideas and practices, why the hell we still maintain that there's something in these religion that will create the harmony for humanity that we expect it to do? What is it what is innate inside of us that is saying that something in it will help people? When we look at generations, and all it's doing is creating more wars and enemies of wars and wars and wars and wars. See? We need a new manifestation, a new perception. Is that we are talking about now? So we have to go back in our Africanness and search for that Africanness that is we.
Most definitely, Muta, most definitely. And there are many scholars and studies that have conducted research that are clear that African people are notoriously religious, notoriously engaged in spiritual activity.
I think they're more superstitious than religious. Because you have Christian people at Jamaica. If something wrong with them, they say that them go to church, go to final for them, go out there, man. So even though we're in debt and embedded in this so-called Christian belief, if we find there's something seriously wrong, if a woman left her, she run God and hope a man go find back the man, You know, see, so within that, there's a DNA connection, a genetic memory that is saying that there's something in our African that is that we need for return to. Enter with a problem or enter with goodness. But we always find the thing that is not we, because we get complacent with the position we will find ourselves in now.
Yes.
And these are the major religion that is corrupting and creating havoc. I wonder if people don't see that. Say the things that will create madness in the people them. Anyway, give thanks, brethren. We have to go, yeah?
Thanks, yeah, all right.
Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge. We're coming to you live from New Style Radio 98.7 FM in Birmingham, England. Jesus is a condition. This is the Cutting Edge coming to you all the way from Birmingham, England, you know. Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Yes, Muta. This is Prince, Irving. I'm born and grew up in Old Harbour.
All right.
Right, and I spent about 15 years in Kingston. That was about 10 years at the bottom of Jonestown, right?
Yeah.
And I just like to get this across. I believe education is very important because when I used to live in Kingston, I used to, see a whole lot of different, activities going on, changes and so on, right? Since I came to England, I thought it would be a good move in the sense that, my life would, change, would be better and so on, which it wasn't, And I planned to return back to Jamaica. But then I saw an ad on the television, the Open University, an ad that you could, because I was a person, I didn't went to school, I haven't done any O levels and so on. So I thought that I could not attend a university.
Yeah.
So I saw the Open University with an ad, and so I applied. And I've done 2 years. I've studied I'm studying a bachelor's degree in social science. Which I'm still in the process. I've done several subjects from politics and so on. So I would consider education as very, very important, and I would advise...
The most important thing, brethren.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because the only way one can know is through education.
Yes.
And I would advise Jamaicans, especially in England, or even in Jamaica, because I know that they'll be able to hear me in Jamaica. They should... If they can't get to a university in Jamaica, you can study it online. And I would advise them that there's a particular university in England that offer honors degree in law, which is the Northumbria University up in Newcastle. You can study it from Jamaica online.
Okay.
And they would be in a very strong and better position.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, brethren.
Okay, then.
Very important. We need some education now because over the years we have been indoctrinated. And we realize indoctrination leads to belief leads to whole heap of superstition and delusion and illusion. So, as the brethren say, education is the key. Yes, brethren.
Greetings.
Yes, blessed.
Yes, Muta, it's Junior from Race.
Junior from where?
Race.
Which
organization called Race.
What Race mean?
Re-education against colonial education.
Ah, good name.
Right.
We love the name.
Yeah, I've been listening to your show, right?
Yeah.
And basically, I believe, say that, well, me don't believe, me know, say, that before a nation can go forward, right, it requires that they have to come together as a people.
Yes.
Right? But based on your show now, me I see this religious thing, right? It ain't going to bring us together.
Confusion.
Right? It ain't going to bring us together. Right? Now, you are say bonnet.
Yes.
But
the religion.
All religion.
Yeah.
Right? But there's this thing called blind faith.
Yeah.
In a people, which as you say is down to indoctrination.
Yeah.
And the minute you say that, them switch off and them move away.
Yeah.
So how we gonna come together? Cause me notice every nation, right? When them rise up and them move forward, them do that in the name of them God,
Yeah.
Right? All of the wars in history, you see them do it in the name of them God.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what make them go forward. But it look like say we can't even get this consensus on God.
All right.
As a people. So how we are going to go forward?
Well, white man, God can't save from white man oppression. That is what me know.
Yeah, I agree.
So here what we are saying now. We in a Jamaica come forward with an idea and a concept that is based up of Emperor Haile Selassie I. And we say we are Rastafari. No, me not tell a man for turn Rasta, Because I say now that there's a group of people who come with this understanding of themselves and declare Haile Selassie I. And we see through that idea and that philosophy, we see a whole heap of things are going on in the community of black people. Where black people start to love themselves even more because of this concept. Because we see locks now as something where man never did even use. So where people used to look down upon lock, we see now everybody a lack. So there's a cultural aspect of Rastafari that has spread all over the world. That I really have to give credence to. The problem with it now is that when Rasta start to put themselves now in this religious perspective again, and then start to behave now like the same thing where we are run from.
Yeah.
So we need this African understanding that is void of these religions that have been brought to us through colonialism and through neo-colonialism. That is really where I see it still.
All right. So
yeah.
we couldn't come to an understanding still, say like